This is Eagle Owl, and today we're going to talk about Isaiah Rodgers being a great teammate. Also, Sidney Brown, give us a little update. He uploaded some pictures I shared with you guys. Also, AJ Brown, is he officially out? But I will give hints and clues why I believe he's officially out. And lastly, Cooper DeJean looked like he will start in the nickel or in the slot. But let's get straight into it. All right, man, let's hop straight into it. Let's talk about Sidney Brown. Sidney Brown, man, he uploaded some pictures. He had the, I guess, cyber leg emoji. He got the knee brace on. He's getting ready. He's preparing. We in week 2. He should be back by, I wanted to say week 6 because we got week 5 off. So hopefully he's back. But I can't lie to y'all, man. Reed Blankenship been looking good. We got to see how it continues, but he's been looking good. CJGJ, we know he's here for the long haul, but he looked pretty decent as well. He was more of a victim of the field because it was so slippery, but he played good as well. So I don't know how Sidney Brown to fit in, but it's good to have him in for a depth piece because we know it once or if I don't want to say once, if Reed Blankenship or CJGJ go down, do we trust Tristan McCollum that much? I like how he played during the preseason, but there were some plays I seen him out there. I'm like, I don't know if I want him out there, and I'll trust Sidney Brown more. It's just more of a depth piece, and he is a third round pick, so I'm hoping he pans out. All depends on what we do with Reed Blankenship. I know the organization love Reed Blankenship, but Sidney Brown, man, I think he's going through the same thing Isaiah Rodgers is going through, the out of sight, out of mind thing. But Sidney Brown can flat out play football. So hopefully he comes back soon and earn his spot back. All right, so let's talk about AJ Brown, man. AJ Brown, I believe he's out. He was listed as questionable. He did not practice at all yesterday. And I will stick to this, and I've been saying this all offseason as well. We have to miss a game without AJ Brown or Devontae Smith, and it looked like my theory is possibly about to come true. I think we have enough weapons to beat a team. And then this week 2 against the Falcons, who are still trying to find themselves. Kirk Cousins looked like he's a shell of himself right now. Maybe he pick it up as the season goes on. But I think we can beat the Falcons without AJ Brown. So he's listed as questionable. And then I seen the Eagles official press conference page. They posted a video of just Jihad Dotson for like a minute and 30 seconds talk about practice, but just him. And he talked about, practice and stuff like that. And this is what he had to say.
Take a bigger role. How much more comfortable are you in that regard?
I'm extremely comfortable. We're preparing right now as if AJ is playing. That's the goal. But when if my opportunities do come, I'm going to take full advantage of them. That's what I was pretty much brought here to do. Take advantage of every single opportunity that's given to me. That's the nature of it. But yeah, we're preparing as if AJ is going to play.
And I know
You see, it was like, he was like, yeah, we practice as if AJ is going to play, but he'll be ready to take on that bigger role if necessary. But it's weird that they put that out. And then the Eagles official page on Twitter, they put out a video of us playing the Atlanta Falcons. Remember Devontae Smith rookie year? And they put that out and they showed the highlight of that. And the comments were getting to me like, this is the game we won without AJ Brown, because obviously he wasn't an Eagle yet. So they've been doing little cryptic messages like that. And I seen later today they posted like a picture of AJ Brown and like Jalen Hurts and stuff like that. So it's just the little cryptic messages that are telling me like AJ might be out. I'm not 100% sure. But if he had to miss a game early in the season, Atlanta Falcons, Eagles can do it. I think Devontae Smith and those guys can do it. Then I don't think they have enough offensive power to keep up with us, because they defense, to me, it looked legit. They were going up against the Steelers, but they look legit. I mean, they got Justin Simmons over there. I'm forgetting the other safety name. I know AJ Terrell. Like they got a defense, and then Matt Judon. Like they got some pieces, but I think 24 points. If we can't reach 30, should be enough. It should be enough to beat the Falcons on Monday night, especially going up against Kirk Cousins. So we just gotta handle our business, man. With or without AJ Brown, Ren is still due. You gotta do what you gotta do, man. With or without AJ Brown, you can win this game. Shout out to Tone DeShields because I see him put that out first. I like that quote. So I'm not panicking about that. I am a little worried that we are thin at wide receiver because I didn't even mention Johnny Wilson. He's questionable as well. So I think we could still win the game though. I had no doubt in my mind we could still win the game. If Jalen Hurts protect the ball, utilize your weapons, Devontae Smith, Dallas Goddard, Jahad Dotson got to step up in the big role, which he is used to. And he's still, it's not like Jahad Dotson is going in as the number one. He's going in as the number two. Something he's been doing, but he's in a better system. And let's see how he thrive. Let's see how he thrive, man. Isaiah Rodgers, man. Isaiah Rodgers is one hell of a teammate. I think he's one hell of a teammate. It was like 50 million videos made about him. So I'm assuming he's hearing the chatter. He see what's going on Twitter. Maybe he talked to the coaches, but there's a lot of things saying like, well, it's time to bench him and start the young guys, which I would keep the same energy as I was keeping with like N'Kobe Dean. Like you want your young guys out there, especially the guys you drafted. But your three best right now is Isaiah Rodgers, Slay, and Quinyon Mitchell. All three of them should be on the field. But if you want to get Cooper out there to get the experience, cool. I'm still on that train of like you gotta give him some time, man. You have to. But if the Eagles think he's ready now, because it's too many reports for me to go against. It's just too many. I mean, John McMullen, Andrew DeSecco, I think McClain, like a lot of these dudes are saying like, yeah, it look like they're making a strong push to start DeJean, and they want to keep Quinyon Mitchell on the outside, so that does leave Isaiah Rodgers as the odd man out. Then I seen something in the matter of like, should we trade it? No, we shouldn't trade Isaiah Rodgers or any goofy stuff like that. Because if anything happens, you want him to be ready and prepared. So I mean, it's unfortunate, but if they want the young guys out there, cool. But Cooper, I think they pushing him out there too fast. I said this year two when they tried that with N'Kobe Dean and it failed. When they basically didn't try to sign TJ Edwards or Kaiser White. Like some dudes, I think you need time. Like, what did you see from Cooper DeJean that you should push him out now? I watched I watched that Vikings game, preseason game. Looked like he wasn't ready. He played about 13 snaps last game. How you go from that to that, like he's ready now because he didn't increase snaps in the nickel in practice. This is absolutely insane. But Isaiah Rodgers, he held it down. He talked about Quinyon Mitchell and he put out this quote on his Instagram and let me go over it. So I'm assuming he was talking to, I guess, a beat writer or whatever, and he was talking about Quinyon Mitchell and how he performed after the game. And he said he'll also be cheering loudly for the rookie Mitchell. I'm assuming this is after the game, and then this is what Rodgers had to say. He played good, Rodgers said. Everyone was telling him your career starts today. I was telling him it's not about your career, it's about your legacy. Your career ends when you're done playing. Your legacy goes on forever. I told him to focus on his legacy, and he did that. So that's some great teammate stuff. It don't seem like no envy, no jealousy or anything like that. The young guy is shining. Like Isaiah Rodgers see it. Quinyon is definitely shining, and we can't, go against that. Like you gotta have him out there. You drafted him in the first round. He looked good week one, and we hoping this thing can continue and he build the confidence and get just better and better through the season. But it feels like, because I don't want to seem like I'm hating on Cooper DeJean, but I just don't get the push for him if it was no training camp or anything like that. I simply don't get it. But Quinyon is playing at a high level. But Can it be more Isaiah Rodgers? Because when you think about it, Isaiah Rodgers did not want to play in the slot. If Isaiah Rodgers wanted to play in the slot and he took that role like by the horns, then maybe that spot could have just been his even when he came back. But he wanted that outside spot and he earned it at one point, but messed up his hand. Quinyon Mitchell had one hell of a day. That just is what it is. But your top three is those three. And sadly, one of them might be on the bench. But we'll see what Vic Fangio do. Do he stick to his plan, like base defense? Quinyon stays on the outside. And then when you go into those dime packages or whatever, you slide Quinyon in the inside, then have Isaiah Rodgers on the outside. I don't know. But Isaiah Rodgers is too good just to be riding the bench. It's too good. Sorry. He is. But he's a great teammate for putting this out. And there is a video of him talking about it a bit. But Admin didn't have a full video. And I'm assuming that came from this quote. But I guess I could just play the clip for you guys to see.
I think they did good. We did enough to win the game. We had a lot of mistakes out there, and we know that. So we went in the drawing board, and we're going to do everything we do to get better next week.
And Quinyon was just telling us how we kind of proved to him that he feels like he can belong. How do you think he played?
Hell yeah, he played pretty good. He knows he belongs here, and we happy to have him.
And how do you
See a short video, him talking about Quinyon, but then really going to depth. So, yeah, shout out to Isaiah Rodgers for being a good sport about this because he could have been sour about it. But like I said, man, I guess my last topic was DeJean starting. I wish the best for him because if he plays good long term, you like, okay, this is our core. We know Slay is going to be gone. We're not sure what's going to happen with Isaiah Rodgers and Keely Ringo. But if Isaiah Rodgers decide to go to another team, you still have Keely Ringo, then you'll have Cooper, and then you'll have Quinyon Mitchell. So that's a solid three if Cooper can live up to it and if Cooper's ready now. So hopefully he is, man. Hopefully he is. I wish nothing but the best for him. I know a lot of people think I hate Cooper. It's just right now I don't think he's ready. Just simple as that. But I could be totally wrong. I could be eating my words after Monday, like, you know what, he is ready. It is what it is. But I just didn't see with my own eyes or read anything where it's like Cooper's ready now, week 2. I give him a year, but that's the Eagles. That's what they doing, man. They want to push the young guy out. 2nd round pick, projected to go in the 1st round. Hey, man, that's just the politics of the game. But what do you think? How do you feel, man? Do you think A.J. Brown is out? I'm starting to think he's out. Sydney Brown with a little update. How do we feel about the corners, man? The corners. But this is Eagle Al. I'm up.